Good evening, and welcome to Lynn's After Work Words of Wisdom. I'm sorry I wasn't on Monday because I was just so tired, y'all. This past weekend, I had the pleasure of being with my dear friend, and we have known each other for 64 years. We met when we were 6 years old. And I know there's a lot of people who can't say that about friendships. They don't have friendships of people where they've known 10 years or even 15 years. Some people don't even have friendships that have lasted 5. And you know, when I was growing up, there used to be a thing that said birds of a feather flock together. And they always say that you can tell a lot about a person by the friends that they have and the people that they surround themselves with. Because when you are living a life with a positive mental attitude, you have to be very careful who you allow into your circle, who you allow to occupy your time, who you allow to pour into you, and especially when you're in the midst of a storm. In fact, in my book, The Party's Not Over Until God Says So, I have a chapter here, and it's called Who Has Your Ear? That's right. You want to know during the storm, who has your ear? Who is the person that's pouring into you? Who's talking to you during that storm? Is it someone who's going to be encouraging to you? Is it going to be someone who's going to help you maintain a positive mental attitude as you go through that storm? Or is it someone who's going to bring you down, someone who's only going to say things that are bad or tell you that you can't do something? Those are not the people you want to have around you, because see, a negative attitude is contagious, just like bad acts can be contagious. That's why your parents, when you were younger, they used to always say, you be careful you hang with, because people gonna think that's you. Because people will see the person that you hang with and figure that you're just like that person. So you want to make sure that the people that you are hanging with are people who can pour into you good things. And in fact, my reading today, I'm reading a book, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, which was done by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. And in that book, it says that one of the greatest gifts that a parent can give their children is to help motivate that child to learn how to motivate themselves to be around people who have positive attitudes. Because you want to make sure that that child can select their friends for themselves, and that they can be a good judge of character, and that they will be around people, and they'll want to be around people who have positive mental attitudes. Now, having a positive mental attitude does not mean that you always think everything is great. You know, look, I'm not crazy. I know some stuff happens. See, we're going to have some trials and tribulations in our lives. We're going to go through some stuff, okay? That's why in my book, I call it my journey of driving through the storms, because we're going to have some storms in our lives. But the problem is not having storms. The thing is, how do we react in the storm? How do we go through the storm? Do we go through the storm like, oh my gosh, oh, I don't think I can make it through. Oh, this is so hard. Or do we go through the storm with faith and a belief that we're going to come through? And then we're not only going to come through, we're going to, we're going to thrive while we're in the storm. Because see, that's the mental attitude that we're going to need to have. Even coming up this year, we're going to know that this is going to be a storm. We're not about to go into a storm, but we can make it through that storm. We think back, and we've been in some storms before, no different than this one, but maybe not quite as intense, but we've made it through. So know that we will make it through whatever you're going through. Make sure that the people that you have in your life to go through it with you are people who are going to speak positivity into your life. People who are not going to be naysayers. People, one, who are going to respect you, who are going to respect your thoughts, respect what you want in your own situation. But no, also, the children are looking at us. We are setting the example for them on how they should live. Let them see in us who they should become. People who, one, they know how to be a friend, because that's how you keep a friend for 64 years. You got to know how to be a friend. But also that they have friends and they know how to select friends, and that those friends that they surround themselves with are people who also have positive attitudes, people who want to go forward and make a difference in our country, in their lives, and not people who are bringing them down or talking to them about doing things that they know they shouldn't do, and people who are pouring in positive things into their lives and into your life. So, just remember, birds of a feather do flock together. Make sure that your flock is flying the right way and not the wrong way. Make sure that it's going higher because its vibration is higher, because it's keeping that positive mental attitude as it goes along the way. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, this is Lynn, your sister and your beacon of light, navigating you to a brighter and better tomorrow. Now go out and laugh on purpose.